overall, I felt like the got ourselves in a rough spot, unfortunately, but we've been in that position before, and I think the goal is to not be there in 26. So try to find ways to get ahead, or maybe play with the same type of urgency from the beginning and carry it on 60 minutes. I think we can do that and be in a really good spot. But really proud of the guys getting 12-2. Proud of all the coaches, staff, support staff, and really proud of the fans that showed up. And so we're really excited. Before we take questions, I just want to just thank Georgia Tech for getting. It required us to play at our best, so we can because we knew how difficult they were. The matchup, seeing them on film, a difficult team, and like I said, they were ranked number 7 in the country at one time, and so the great team, and fortunately we were able to make the plays and came out with a victory. And then I want to thank FCS and Pop-Tarts Bowl just for the hospitality that they showed us. We had so much fun here. I was worried about the timing, but then I realized I probably should have came maybe a half a week earlier. That would have been great. But we had a lot of fun, and we're able to connect. And throughout all the festivities, I'm glad that they gave us an opportunity to do some service. And for our guys to do it with Georgia Tech was really awesome, and just shows that bowl games matter. And I'm proud of these guys. I'm proud of the team for what they were able to accomplish in the bowl prep. I felt like we made a step towards becoming a better team, and want to ride that momentum into 2026. But still a lot of work for us to do. But at this time, we should be thankful and celebrate the win. I'm really proud of the way Bear played the entire game. Obviously not at 100%, but he made big time plays, and he's always been consistent and always been poised and under pressure. And that's not anything that I did or the coaches. This is how he came, and we can really do some wonderful things with him going into next year. And then proud of Shmev, and he's been a lockdown corner for us all year. Fourth down play I know was difficult. Credit Georgia Tech, they made the play, but I was just proud about how he reacted, made the tackle, and got us the win, made the play. So really proud of the way these guys carry on, how they play the game, and how they conduct themselves off the field too. So it's an honor for me to be their coach, an honor for me to be here. What questions do you have for them, and what questions do you have for me?
All right, start on the left, third row red jacket, and then we'll move to the front right, and then back there.
Kalani, Alex Walker, Chet Line, and first of all, congrats to you 3. Big win. Kalani, 12th win for this program is something that's only been done, I believe, 5 times, first time in 24 years. What does that say about the gravity of this, just to get to that 12th win as a milestone for this team?
Yeah, and I think the fact that we did it with a Big 12 schedule, it says that these guys are great athletes, great players, great talent, but there's a connection that they have, and then the leadership that they've been able to be leaders themselves, but also to connect with the leaders that we have, the upperclassmen. It's been a nice thing for me to see in 10 years of being the head coach, and I'm really excited about year 11 too. So I want to celebrate what we've been able to accomplish. These guys should be really proud, but I think we're just barely starting.
All right, we'll go front row right now.
Ron Weaver, ESPN fan, questions for Evan. Walk us through the 4th down, and then obviously interception to seal the game.
Just something didn't go right with technique. Got beat. That happens at corner. But I was really just thinking about the next play after that. It came to me. Coach Hill gave a great call, and I got my opportunity to go make a play. And had a play like that Texas Tech didn't go get. So my only thought in my mind in that moment was to go get that ball, and that's what I did.
You mentioned Coach Hill. What adjustments were made at halftime as you guys shut it down?
Really no adjustments were made. It's just we came out with a lot more physicality, a lot more just want, I guess, and then we knew the offense was hot, so getting them the ball was our plan, and made that happen, and Bear made plays, and the rest of the offense, and the rest goes from there.
Go start around the right, inside out.
Kalani, you guys had Georgia Tech facing a 4th and 15 late in the game. Ames came through that 66-yard bomb. What's going through your mind at that point when you guys just trying to wrap up the game?
Well, I mean, obviously we weren't excited about it, but Haynes Keen's a really good player, And I felt like, okay, tough spot, but Ev made the tackle, and it's just hard to run away from this kid. So he made the tackle, and we still had a chance. And I just knew that if this defense can just bow up and find ways, we just play fundamentally sound. I mean, we asked them to be more physical, asked them we said it's going to hurt a little bit, and it's going to require you guys getting to the point of exhaustion. I mean, you guys saw him limping in here, so it wasn't like he was playing 100%, but all it takes is that type of mindset, and I was really proud of the way these guys played and the way that Bear led the offense. It was fun to watch.
All right, we're gonna go to the far right, and we'll come down here to the front, and then we'll go to the back on the outside.
Coach, both teams had 2 turnovers and 49 yards lost on penalties each, but only you guys were able to capitalize on those turnovers and penalties. So what's the mindset you instill in these guys to make sure that they go get those opportunities when they're given to them due to penalties and turnovers?
I mean, the coach in me was frustrated about the turnovers because I mean we gave him the ball on the 5-yard line off of the kickoff, and then and then we walked away with no points on the interception, But we're still learning, and we're still getting better. But that's the game. Football it happens. I don't think you. What I do like is how they responded. I mean, it's not like we're not going to throw the ball anymore because Bear threw a pick. You got to keep doing it. It's not like we're going to not put Evan in man-to-man coverage. That's what we have to do. So it's a next play mentality, and got to trust that these guys are going to make plays. I don't see these guys making back-to-back negative plays, and so I'm really excited when we weren't playing that great. I felt like the offense was moving the ball. We just got to capitalize and put it in the end zone. First drive was stuffed at the 1 yard. They made a great play. It happens sometimes, but we want to be aggressive. We want to make plays, and they were aggressive. They did that fake field goal, swinging gate type of run, and they made some plays. It was time for us to be bold and try to find ways to make plays and be aggressive too. And part of being aggressive on the defensive side is just guys got to make tackles when it comes their way. And I think Georgia Tech was trying to challenge our DBs to make tackles, and we just asked them to it might hurt a little bit, but you're gonna have to make some stops, and it's okay. And that's the game. I felt like it was such a back and forth, but if we can just minimize the mistakes, but the mistakes are part of the game. I just like the reaction that we have to the game overall. We weren't hanging our heads when we went down 2 scores. We're excited to play. There's still plenty of time on the clock, and when you give these guys that much time, we're never out of it.
We're gonna come down to Jay in the front, and then we'll go back to the aisle.
Bear, what percent were you coming into the game, and then did you reactivate the injury? Like, I think it was even on the first drive. Just take us through kind of your injury status.
Yeah, kind of was banged up, but and then hurt it a little more on the first drive, but I ended up battling it out, and it was a good win.
Bear, you haven't wanted to reveal much about your injury situation necessarily, but how tough has that been to overcome, and how do you change as a quarterback? You not a lot of run attempts today. How's that progression been?
Yeah, well, it's testament to Coach A-Rod and the guys around me, and them making plays and them doing their job, and all I have to do is do my 111th, and so it worked out.
We're gonna go Tech.
Here in the Urban News, Kalani, what were your thoughts on Kyle Whittingham taking the leadership job and potentially
Yeah, I mean, I think I made this thing that it's hard to see Kyle not doing something in football, and there's a something. So that's and with that happen, he has a network that he goes to for putting together staff, and that's how football works. I feel really good about what we have going here, and we're just with the players and the coaches, we'll go with what we got, and I feel good about this staff, how we established the foundation. Jay's a big part of what we were able to do defensively for the last 3 years, and A-Rod's been doing that for a number of years too. So we feel really good about where we're at overall as a team, and it's those guys that made it happen for us.
We're gonna go second row here, and then we'll go to Kyle.
I have two quick questions, or first quick question. What are your thoughts on the jailbreak by pumping protein strawberry